One of the more important things that you'll do as an inspector and home energy assessor is to check heating and cooling systems for potential problems. This module will discuss some common problems that you might see and identify during a home energy assessment visit. Here's a good example of a common problem of ductwork in an attic that's being strapped up and pinched. This is causing some extra fan energy to be incurred and potentially also dirt and moisture to build up at the clog and the ductwork. Here's another example of ductwork that's been moved and crimped and has some unnecessary bends. This is causing extra energy to be used. And here's a very common site where over time insulation has been worn off or chewed off of ductwork, resulting in some heat loss or cooling loss through the ductwork because the insulation has been removed. In this picture, we see some condensing units that have actually been installed much too close to each other and much too close to outside surfaces. Condensing units draw air from different sides and they need a bit of a clearance to be able to work efficiently. Condensing units also need to be located in a place where they're on solid ground and not near debris and plants. And the image on the left has clearly a condensing unit that's been allowed to get old and plants growing up around it, versus the one on the right on a stable base, clear of debris, and looks like it's being well maintained. Obviously, this one isn't being very well maintained. If you look closely here, you can see that the insulation is worn off of the refrigerant pipes that go from the inside evaporating unit to the outside condensing unit. This can result in freezing of these pipes, and it looks like there might also be some leaks around this. This is definitely time to get checked out by a mechanical technician. Not changing filters is one of the most common problems that you'll come across in homes. Filters should be changed every 3 to 4 months in most cases. In some cases, they can go for years without being attended to by a homeowner. So one thing you'll do in a house is definitely check to see if the filters associated with the air conditioning system or heating system have been changed. The multiple types of heating systems and air conditioning systems, the piping, in this case insulation, has been removed. All will be of interest during a home energy assessment. The top problems found with home heating and cooling systems include the wrong size equipment. This is the number one thing in most cases. Cooling systems especially tend to be oversized, and as such they're generally running in an inefficient manner. It's also common to find ductwork that hasn't been installed carefully or has been allowed to deteriorate over time and now leaks, and a lot of the air or the air conditioning we're pumping through the ducts is being lost instead of being introduced into our homes. Also very common to find filter problems and those that haven't been changed or cleaned. Leaky ductworks is also a common problem where whether they weren't installed well initially or over time they've worked loose and as a result are leaking. There are many opportunities in heating systems for condensation to occur. It's a natural function of many of these systems, but that condensation needs to be drained into a floor drain or some means to take care of it, and if that's not taken care of, it can create some problems. In many cases, the thermostats for heating and air conditioning systems is not placed in a good spot, for example, near a fireplace or near a window, or far away from where the occupants typically occupy the house. Another common problem is the outdoor condensing unit placed in a bad spot or allowed to become dirty or have plants and things piled up against it that are going to detract from its functional performance. And also faulty copper tubing or tubing that's been damaged over time or crimped, and as a result the refrigerant lines could be not working properly and also causing some inefficiencies in the system.